I know it's a big topic and lots of people have different opinions, and that's fine. So if you want to discuss it, that's great, but be nice. Like, don't be a douche, because that would be awesome if you weren't. Hey guys, it's been a couple weeks since I checked in. I just wanted to let everyone know that my labiaplasty went great. I'm going to be making an update video about everything to do with that. But today I wanted to actually take some time to talk about something that I've been kind of wrestling with. It's something that is a unique topic to our community. It's something that really only trans people face, is this issue of disclosure. When do you come out? How do you come out? Because it really affects a lot of how we go about having relationships. And so I thought having some sort of discussion on this would be beneficial, not just to everyone in the community, but also really to myself. So in the past, I've had two different ways of disclosing that I was trans to people I was starting to date. At first, I really wouldn't tell people that I was trans until like the first or second date. I basically figured, I don't want to tell people I'm trans because I don't want them to prejudge me based on that. I want them to get to know me. I want them to find out if we have things in common, or if they like me, or if we get along, and then I can tell them once they've had that chance. The hard part about that was that I would get to know people. We go out on a couple dates, we talk online, and then I'd tell them. And so often they would say that they weren't interested anymore. And that got to be really hard, where I go out on 2 or 3 dates and get to know somebody and be like, wow, I really like this person. They're really nice. They're really cute. And then find out that all that effort I put into it was wasted because they weren't okay with me being trans. And at some point I just got to be so tired of putting all this effort and time into potential relationships just to have it be gone when I disclosed to them. What I ended up doing for a much longer time was just including it right off the bat. Any ads that I posted, any profiles I had online or anything like that would always say right at the top, I am a transgender woman and I'm super open about talking about it, and if you want to learn more, you can ask me any question. And I noticed when I did this that there was a big drop in people who are interested in talking with me. But on the plus side, the people who did message me were okay with me being trans. And so it wasn't something I had to really worry about, like, oh, what are they going to think when they find out? Like, they already knew. It took a lot of stress off my plate. But the one downside was that it ended up attracting a lot of people who were just interested in dating me because I was trans. And, I think it's great that there are people out there who like trans people. Without people who are interested in dating trans people, who would I date? I like to date people. So I'm very glad when people are open to dating trans people. But when that's the only reason that they're dating me, that's when I start to have a problem. So, as most people know on here, back in May of 2011, I had my bottom surgery. Physically, on the outside, I'm indistinguishable from a cisgender woman. I have a vagina, I have breasts, I have the body and face and voice of a woman. I present 24/7 and have for the last 7 years as a woman. I don't think I'm any less of a woman than other women. So why is something from 7 years ago really important? Why does somebody need to know this before a first date? Why does someone need to know this before having sex? Why does someone need to know this at all? So I wanted to put this out there to the community and to all the people who watch these videos about what's your method for disclosing to people that you're trans. Do you feel like you need to disclose? To people out there who aren't transgender, because there's a bunch of you who watch my videos as well, what are your thoughts? Do trans people have to disclose if you're dating them? How would you feel if someone did? How would you feel if someone didn't? It's something that is a very unique topic to our community. It's something that really only trans people face. When do you come out? How do you come out? At this point, I don't think I've figured out a good answer And it's something that I'm going to continue to think about and test different ways. And eventually, I'm sure I'll find a method of disclosing that works for me and works for the people who I'm dating. But it's a work in progress at this point. So anyway, I hope that you guys enjoyed this video so far. I know it's a big topic and lots of people have different opinions, and that's fine. So if you want to discuss it, that's great, but be nice. Bye, guys. Into certain things that they're into, or because I'm super attractive, which I totally am. Wow, that's totally vain. On the plus side, the people who did mention or who did message me. But on the plus side, the people who did But on the plus side, the people who did message me. It's the second time, by the way, that I've made it to minute 10 trying to talk about this subject and still don't feel like I have done it justice, but I'm not starting over.